Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I warned you on Friday that there might not be a DNB on Monday, and there wasn't. But there was an April Fool's post about a new congestion fee in Annapolis. I got a lot of feedback, but it was all from people that never saw fit to really read it or even click on the link. They saw the headline and raged on. Well, April Fools. Anyhow, with that long weekend behind us, we do have a ton of news, so we better get into it, shall we? Police are investigating two separate homicide cases. On Friday, Tommy Lee Williams, 43, was found shot to death in a Crofton parking lot. This marks Anne Arundel County's second homicide this year. He was pronounced deceased at the scene, and police are seeking public assistance for information. Meanwhile, in Annapolis, a homicide investigation is ongoing following the discovery of David Winchester, 47, of Baltimore, who was found deceased in a wooded area off of Spa Road on Thursday. Police had initially called it a suspicious death, but revised that to be a homicide. He was likely abducted in Baltimore and later found dead in Annapolis, with detectives from both cities collaborating on the case. Now, we are unsure if he was killed in Annapolis, Baltimore, or someplace else. A fire in Annapolis was effectively controlled by a rapid response from the Annapolis Fire Department on Easter Sunday morning. The fire, which started in a vehicle's engine compartment in a single-story commercial garage on Lee Street, was contained within about 30 minutes, preventing it from spreading to nearby cars and several businesses. There were no injuries reported, and the cause is currently believed to be accidental. The Anne Arundel County Department of Health has declared an emergency closure of recreational waters from Chase Pond to the mouth of the Severn River for 1 week due to a significant sewage spill. Closure signs have been placed around the affected areas, and the public is advised to wash thoroughly if they have come into contact with the contaminated water. This is in the area of the wastewater treatment plant on Edgewood Road in Annapolis. Now, I live about a half a mile from that site, and I'll tell you, I could smell it very clearly all day yesterday. All right, in some Key Bridge news, the Port of Baltimore is taking a significant step toward reopening with the creation of a temporary alternate channel by the Francis Scott Key Bridge. The new channel, which did open yesterday afternoon, has specific navigation aids and safety measures in place, including a safety zone around the Key Bridge and the incident. And related, authorities are enforcing strict drone regulations around the collapse site over the Patapsco River. This is to ensure the safety of first responders and the integrity of recovery operations. Drone operators are warned of federal charges for any violations in the restricted area, with law enforcement actively monitoring for unauthorized drone activity. The FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office basically said they are not offering any second chances. Now, there are resources available for those that are impacted by the port closure, including a benefit line for port workers and a disaster loan assistance line. Also, there is a reporting line to report any debris you may find in the Chesapeake Bay or the tributaries. All of that information is at eyeonannapolis.net. And again, many thanks to all who continue to sign up for our daily news recap. We're still trying to grow our subscribers, so if you can, give it a mention to a friend or a neighbor or a colleague. It'd be much appreciated. There is a link right here in the show notes, so feel free to forward that and share it. And remember, it's free, it's short and sweet. It comes to your email inbox every day at 7 p.m., all without any pesky paywalls. And as we start to close, today is Ticket Tuesday, and today from Rams Head on Stage, coming up quickly, Joshua Radin tomorrow night. For metal fans, the Iron Maidens on Thursday. And I've got tickets to see Lee Ritenour on Sunday. And of course, you want to check out ramsheadonstage.com for all their other amazing shows that are coming up. But if you want any one of those shows, get in touch with me and let me know. I might hook you up. And remember that the Maryland Chicken Wing Festival is happening on Saturday at the fairgrounds. You want to use the code EOA and save 50% on all of the tickets that you want to buy. You can get them at abceventinc.com, and that's abceventinc.com. And remember that code EOA saves you 50% on all the tickets you want to buy. All right, that's a wrap. But first, a quick thank you to you for listening and sharing and letting all your friends and colleagues know about us, and to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. So now you just need to hang tight, because George Young from DCMDVA Weather is standing by with your only locally forecasted weather report. All that's coming up for you in just a bit.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, April 2nd. We started April off on a rainy note yesterday after 4 months of much above average rainfall from December through March, and it's going to stay rainy and wet through Wednesday, if not Thursday morning. Ahead of a sunny weekend, look for showers and storms today with highs in the 50s, with more rain and breezy winds Wednesday with highs near 60 degrees. From there, the expectation is for mid to upper 50s and even breezier winds Thursday as this latest storm system starts to move offshore, with some lingering AM showers possible, with sunny and breezy conditions then likely on Friday. Ahead of a sunny but still breezy weekend with highs in the mid-50s or so Saturday, before temperatures climb back up to near 60 degrees 4 p.m. highs on Sunday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for weather updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service, and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless, because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.